Welcome back to another cube draft. We've had a couple wild ones lately. Speaking of wild, this pack is wild. I guess I'm just leading off with a Bloodstained Mire. There's literally nothing here that I think is pack one, pick oneable as a spell, and I'm including the Narset. I see the Narset, but Narset's going to want you to take advantage of a spells deck, maybe some draw sevens, and I don't think that those cards come up often enough to make me want to pack one, pick one, and Narset. So hopefully we can just hit like a Gut or a Bombardiers or something off of this. I actually don't know if Gut's in here. I don't remember, but I know Bombardiers is. Okay, well that would have been nice. There's also a Johnny. I probably want this Force of Will, I would imagine. Force of Will I do think is a strong enough card to pack one, pick one in that previous pack. Free spells are just very, very strong. For those of you that don't know, being able to tap out and play, maybe you tap out to route the board with a Fury or something, and then your opponent goes to win the game or deal with your Fury and make a bigger insurmountable board presence, and being able to say no to that and then start attacking for 6 is really great as an example. I do think that I'm just going to take this Force of Will and maybe try to play some like Is It Spells Matters style deck from here. Oh, Swords to Plowshares. There's also a Chrome Mox. I did say free spells are very powerful. If I'm going to be playing Force of Will, I don't want to be playing too many pitch spells unless I can get like a Lutri. Steam Vents is also very tempting as it's a blue source that gets fetched off Bloodstained Mire. But Swords of the Plowshares is just incredibly strong. I'm going to take that. It's not too early to change some things up. Okay, now there's an Ancient Tomb, which doesn't really go with Force of Will or Swords of the Plowshares, but it is the strongest card in the pack, I feel. Suplex is not bad, but I'm not taking it pick 4 overall. That just seems egregious to me. Naughty is nice, but if I don't want to go to a third color that isn't my Bloodstained Mire if I don't have to, I'm just gonna take Ancient Tomb. I think it's the best card in the pack, and just kind of staying open for now. Well, if I took Naughty, I would definitely have a reason to take Titania here, but as it sits, I think I'd rather just take Consult the Star Charts. It's a card I could pitch to Force of Will. It finds Force of Will plus blue card, finds blue card for Force of Will plus something else. It does a lot. There's an Abhorrent Oculus, there's a Spire Bluff Canal, but I'm not red yet, so I'm not leaning towards that. Leia is nice with the Ancient Tomb, but I think I'd rather just take the Aberrant Oculus. Alright, well, maybe I can be Esper. Oh, there's a Lutri. And the Pyrokinesis. I've gotten last pick Pyrokinesis before on this channel. Maybe I can do it again. Notably, there's also Elegant Parlor, which Bloodstain turns into white if I get that. But I want to take Lutri. We have Swords. We have Force of Will. I want to take that and hope we get a pick 15th Pyrokinesis. All right. Unfortunately, it's running a little dry. Do I want to play these? No. I guess there's a Generous Plunderer. This is a tough choice. Should I just try to stay blue-white and take the Thraben Inspector? I don't want to be an aggressive deck, so I'm not really interested in Mother. I don't want Swords to be my splash color. Oh, okay, there's a Plateau. I think I'm supposed to just take Plateau. I could also see taking Overlord, but I think I like Plateau a little bit better. And notably, even if I don't play red, this is still a Plains that casts my Lutri, so that's nothing to scoff at. There's also Timeless Dragon. But you know what? I'm okay with ending up as Jeskai if need be, so here we go. Oh, there's a Sunfall, which I do like having a sweeper. There's also a Retrofitter, and then there's a couple removal spells. I really, really like Retrofitter. Let's take that. Wrath of God and the other 4. There's another 4-mana spell that's in here as well. Board Sweeper, I forget what it's called. Okay, let's see. Unholy Heat, Nova, or Teferi. I'm just going to take the Teferi. And now there's a Get Lost. There's also a Suplex, though, if I want to go into red. But I'm not currently in red, and this kills Planeswalkers, so let's do that. I mean, sure, we'll take a Titania. It's a non-zero chance. I do love Titania. I'm just not excited about these last couple picks, and that's okay. Lingering Souls is alright, too. I'm not as high on it as some other people are. I mean, Chain Lightning is a card that I'm not disinterested in playing, but I think I want this. Quantum Riddler. Yeah, I'm going to take the Quantum Riddler here. I would like to get some blue-white dual lands. I will value those decently high, if not over a lot of other things. Well, this is a blue-white dual land, but I think I like... If this was fetchable, I would probably take it. But as it sits, I think I'd rather just have the counterspell. Yes, I see the Orcish Bowmasters. Yes, I see the Pyrogoyf. But I'm gonna take the counterspell. Oh, now there's a Flooded Strand. And I'm not really giving up much. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, a Comet. That's a reason to play Jeskai for sure. I am giving up this Mystic Confluence. It's funny because there is a Sylvan Safekeeper as well. Maybe we get Windswept Heath or Sacred Foundry back. I doubt it, but this pack is decently strong, and there's a Colonnade that has an even better chance of coming around, honestly. I'm not passing up Comet. Let's take that. All right, so we are officially in red, and I'm okay with red only having one card. Like, if Comet and Lutri are the only things that this plateau casts, I'm okay with that. And now Bloodstained Mire will make our deck, more than likely. Okay, there's a Jeskai Triome. That's gets Bloodstained Mire to get blue, and I think that's enough to make it worth it. I'm not too interested in Jace. Ultima's another board sweeper. Maybe that comes back around. I would like to have a sweeper. If I'm going to play a control deck, I definitely want a sweeper. Let's take our Triome. Notably, if we get enough green fixing, and that the one drop, I forget what it's called. Geez. I know Ollie Rule, Ollie something rather. It was his invitational card. Okay, so let's see here. We have a Izzet land. We have Lotus Petal, which I kind of like, but there's also No More Lies. I don't know what I'm trying to Lotus Petal out here quite yet, and the answer is honestly nothing. So I want to take No More Lies. We haven't drafted like a decent number of counterspells deck in a while. There is a Kolaghan's Command. Kolaghan's Command and Baleful Strix are very strong, but I don't have a way to reliably cast them yet. Watery Grave lets me cast them, and I don't think I'm interested enough in the Gobin. So I'm going to take Watery Grave just to keep me open. It's also untapped blue for Bloodstained Mire at worst. Oh, there's some premium removal spells. I'm liking the Bauble, but... I mean, Flame Slash just kills a lot of things. Now there's a Chain Lightning. I didn't think that would come back around. Now that I'm 3 colors, am I interested in Prismatic Ending? This is actually really tough for me, in my opinion. Yeah, I'll take the ending. I really like Chain Lightning, but I think I value the ending a little bit more. Okay, a blue-white dual land Wield. That's fantastic. Not even giving up a lot for it, in my opinion. Sure, we'll take the green fixing. I think this is the next pack with... Nope, okay. It did not wheel, but we have another blue-white dual land. I will take that. Grim Lavamancer's not a 0. I'll take an O-Ring, why not? And I got the Gobin anyways, okay. I would like a Solitude. Oh, there's a Ragavan even. There's a Starting Town. I think it's between Ragavan and Starting Town. I think my mana is decent enough that I wouldn't call it good, but it's decent. I think is the best word for it. Um, I think I will take the Ragavan here. Actually, yeah, this pack is very underwhelming. Unless we get past our companion Mox Emerald here, we're gonna miss on power more than likely. Okay, there's a reprieve. Can we use Skull Clamp at all? Not really. I guess Skull Clamp with Retrofitter, but that's 3 mana. That's a lot. Oust is also nice, but I think we can get that on the wheel. It wheels very much so in this cube. There's also a Psychic Frog if I want to try to make this into 4 colors. Let's see, I only have 2 black sources right now, so I don't think I'm interested in the Psychic Frog. And Thunder Trap Trainer I think we can get on the wheel as well. It is blue, though, to keep in mind for Force of Will. But Reprieve is just very strong. I'm going to take the Reprieve. Oh, now there's a Jace. There's a Misty Rainforest. There's a Thundering Falls. We already have fetchable red. Both our fetches get red. Both of our fetches get blue if I play the Watery Grave. Misty actually only gets Island. That's good to note. There is a balance. Balance can be good. We did pass on those other sweepers. We don't have a lot of ways to abuse the balance, unfortunately. I'll take the balance. It's one of the few ways. Like it's really annoying when your opponent just has a bunch of things in play and you have nothing. I think that's worth sacking a land or discarding a card or 2 for if I absolutely have to. Okay, Multiversal Passage, Strip Mine. We're not a Strip Mine deck. I do like Stock Up. Zurin Orb if I want to play this Titania, but I am definitely not at this point. I think I'll just take the Stock Up. It's also nice with the Force of Will. Man, this deck really wanted a Soul Ring or just any Mox. As it sits, don't think we're interested in much out of this one, unfortunately. I'll take the Barrogoyf, I guess. We're just so far away from Mox Opal, it's not even funny. I guess I'll take the Barrogoyf. I could take Samwise, but again, we just don't have a lot of synergies with it. I'll take the Playable. It's just so bad to hate draft in this cube. Okay, now there's a Chandra. It's funny now that we have a Wasteland as well. Sunbaked Canyon, this is an Ephemerate. NT is not bad, but we're not really an attacking deck. I don't really value the Reckoner Bankbuster that highly. And discard the 2 cards, draw that many cards. It's not bad either, honestly. But I think I'd rather just have the Chandra. It's another way to make Ancient Tomb playable. And I would like to make Ancient Tomb playable. Oh, Fiery Confluence. Oh, did not mean to do that. Fiery Confluence. There's also a Seachrome Coast and a Meticulous Archive, though. And notably, there's also Loran. I'm not opposed to Loran either, but Fiery Confluence is a really strong card, and it's another sweeper, so I'm going to take it. Hopefully one of those 2 wheels, but I honestly doubt it. Okay, Verdant Catacombs we're not interested in. There's Lightning Helix I could be interested in. I don't know if Ugin Eye of the Storms is going to make our deck. I could also just play Daze. Sure. We have a decent number of removal. I can play a Daze. I'm going to take the Verge. This is a crime. Psychic Frog on the wheel? Sure. I don't know if I'm going to play it. I really wish that didn't wheel so I could just take the Thunder Trap Trainer, but I can't take Thunder Trap Trainer over Psychic Frog. I have a Watery Grave. I can try. I'm not really interested in any of this. Guess I'll take the Destiny. Not really interested in much of this either. I'll take the Zurin Orb to go with the Titania, I suppose. Again, not interested. These are both playable. This does something. I'll take it. Oh, and Lauren wheeled. Nice. Okay, I would have rather have had one of the blue-white duels wheel, but, I mean, Lauren's playable. I'll see you in the deck tech. Pardon me for this brief interruption to introduce this year's Oklahoma Land Run information. This will be our 7th year hosting this event. Featured events include a Legacy main event, a Vintage main event, and a Team Trios main event featuring both and including Modern as the third seat. If you can make it a day earlier, Thursday, July 9th, Game HQ will be hosting Last Chance Trials. These trials include various formats firing every hour starting at noon. Also happening Thursday, there will be a High Roller Vintage Cube starting at 7 p.m. A Charity Old School 93-94 tournament happening Sunday the 12th. Don't have power? Don't worry. You can proxy any card currently on the reserve list for all events during the Oklahoma Land Run. This year's playmat artist is none other than Kai Saratari. More information, including side events and trial kits, are coming soon. Check out the link in the description to keep up to date with this year's Oklahoma Land Run. Now let's get back to the action. Alrighty, this is what I ended up with. So one of the downsides of playing a control deck, especially in a vintage cube draft or powered cube draft, one, we didn't get any power ourselves. We have a balance, which you can consider that to be a vintage card, of course. But if our opponents have power, they're going to be faster than us, and that's unfortunate, which means they can get underneath our counter spells, which is one of the things that makes these decks playable. I do think we have a decent number of interaction, like 1s and 2s to interact with, and I do think that balance is going to do some overtime in pulling us back ahead or, catching us up from being behind, etc. We don't have like any untap I win the game effects really. We're just going to have to grind them out with card advantage with either balance, Fiery Confluence, Quantum Riddler, those type of things, Aberrant Oculus. So I am playing 16 lands. I am going to play the Psychic Frog. I don't know. We have 2 ways to cast it. If we get our Watery Grave Wastelanded, then we get our Watery Grave Wastelanded, unfortunately. I'm not going to play a Swamp. I don't think playing a Swamp is good. I could play a Adaltha Triome, but I don't want to play tap lands in this deck. I really want to be able to have untapped double blue, and I'm going to rely on things like Gobin and Stock Up to help, filter our draws a little bit. So this is what I ended up with, and we'll see how it goes. I'll see you round 1. Welcome to round 1. Hopefully we just play against a bunch of creature decks, like Boros, etc., and we can just kind of run over our opponents. I am on the play with this hand. I have some removal. A blue source gets us a Gobin. I think I'll try this. I do wish I had a blue source, but I don't think this is worth mulliganing for a blue source for. I just hope I don't get one of our other Boros dual lands off the top. I don't think we ended up with any Surveil lands, unfortunately. I did have a chance at a Meticulous Archive, but I chose not to take it. Untap Island. Oh, alright, our opponent has a Pearl. Nice, untapped Island. Let's go Gobin. I could, of course, Prismatic Ending that Pearl, and that would be a solid play as well. But I'm hoping that next turn I can just Teferi and start bouncing whatever they play. Okay, now I'm glad I didn't go for the Prismatic Ending, I suppose. I'm honestly sensing a mana leak out of this. Let's just take the birds out. I'd rather than mana leak this, and then next turn I can play Teferi maybe on something. Of course I'm going to regret if I draw Island now, but it is what it is. Force of Will. I'll get rid of the Get Lost, and if I have to, I'll pitch Counterspell to the Force of Will. I want to get this Aberrant Oculus rolling. Not going to pitch a Force of Will to Elvish Reclaimer. Let's see what Gobin finds us first, I think. No, I'm gonna play the Fury. And this is why Force of Will is so strong, because now I get to Force of Will. Okay, yeah. Now I get to Force of Will their memory lapse. Now, if they have Mana Tide, they have Mana Tide. Like, that's very unfortunate, but yeah, I'm going to pitch the counterspell. We're not guaranteed to be able to cast it. Alright, they did not have a Mana Tithe. Let's bounce this to draw a card so we have more selection off the Gobin. Okay, that's nice. Hopefully we just draw another land so it's easy to pitch. We did. Now we'll play the Colonnade. And one more connection and a 1-mana spell will get us Oculus. Or a fetch. Uvenwald. Okay. That's fine. Our Aberrant beats that currently. And Teferi kind of did its job, in my opinion. Okay, so... Oh, I know. We have... Yeah, them killing the Teferi gives us the Aberrant. So that's actually really nice. Yeah, I think in that case I'm going to attack first. I really hope... Okay, we did not hit a land. In that case, I think I'm supposed to ditch the stock up and just hope there's an untapped land on top of my deck with star charts. I think is the highest play. Highest percentage play. Because this way I'll be able to still cast the Oculus. Okay, there is an untapped land. Yeah, I'm going to take the Bloodstained Mire. This will shuffle those. And also... Oh, yeah, it gets me the black for... Frog. Also, this keeps cards in our yard for... my apologies. Keeps cards in our yard for Grim Lavamancer, I mean. Alright, does our opponent have a Swords to Plowshares? That's unfortunate if they do. It's only when it enters, so I'm gonna take the Grim. Now I can activate Grim Lavamancer whenever I want. Flip it and activate it because it'll lose Summoning Sickness. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but we can kill the Solitude basically at will now. We don't have double red. Let's see what Quantum Riddler gets us first. Drawing a frog here would be decent. Okay, we did not. This has to flip with the red. I don't want them gaining life. And I would like to hit an untapped red source here. It would be fantastic. Okay, we did not. But now we can surprise them next turn. And I think I'm okay with... No, I'm not. I'd rather just have the 1/1, honestly. I'd rather make the 1/1 or flip the Grim Lavamancer. I'll take 4 again. Is this still a 1/2? Yes, okay. I'll just make the 1/1 for now. I think I'd rather keep that as a surprise. Oh, Comet. Well, now I regret not flipping. Let's see what Comet does. I think that's just the higher, overall better play. No more lies. Okay. That's unfortunate. We're 1 mana from being able to interact with that. Alright. I'm probably just going to give up Ragavan here. Oh, that's too bad we got rid of the Watery Grave. Alright, now we can flip the Grim Lavamancer and make a 1-1. Unfortunately, we can't stop the Uvenwald. Oh, Time Spiral? That's kind of gross. Sure. Okay, we have a Daze. We could interact if they tap out. It would have been nice to... Oh, no, we don't have the Force of Will, huh? Oh, yeah, we still have the Force... What? Exploration resolves. Unfortunately, I can't block the 4-4. Oh, that's good. They're going to flip the 4-4. That's brutal, actually, because now we can't kill it with the Flame Slash. No, we're so close. Actually, no, they're dead. If okay, yes, I was gonna say they may just be dead. Oh, it gives trample? That's ridiculous. Like to the other things. I didn't realize that. Okay, so I guess I just make another servo in that case. So I'm taking 10 here. No, I'm taking 11. Sure, why not? Do they have something else? Oh, thankfully. Okay, we can counter that. Alright, and I think they're dead on the crackback. Because this negates the Solitude damage, and then we just hit them with our double red sources. Alright, it doesn't matter what we discard. And 2 damage to each opponent. Good game. I'll see you next round. Welcome to round number 2. Oh, Swords, Reprieve, No More Lies, Blue Source. This hand is much better than round 1. Let's keep. And we're on the draw, which isn't the end of the world. Oh, Delighted Halfling. Do we just need to kill that? We might just need to kill that. Okay, well, we have black for the Psychic Frog, fortunately. I think I just want to Swords this. It's kind of like the Bolt the Bird logic. Plus, we could Reprieve, obviously, the spell they play off of it, but we can't No Moralize it. And if hopefully they don't have... Okay, this worked out fantastic, then. This is probably getting Watery Grave, honestly. That way, I'm a blue source from... Ooh, Oko? Yeah, let's counter an Oko. Yes, please. And it's exiled, so they do not get it back. It's even better. If I draw a Force of Will, I am very likely to want to put Lutrine in my hand. Doing nothing. I think I need to try to find a land. No, I'm just going to top deck a land. Let's go, Nick. Oh, yes. Okay, I can't kick the Consult, unfortunately, but I am very happy with that draw. Yeah, we'll keep going. It would be nice if they could tap out here. I would like to play a Reprieve. I don't want to keep just casting spells into a Bant deck. I'm sorry, letting them not cast any spells. The opposite of what I just said. Yeah, I'm going to keep drawing. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's say at least a land would have allowed us to put Lutri in hand, potentially. Jetmir's Garden, that's fine. Yeah, not having a blue source to get this frog down is unfortunate. Opponent does seem to be flooding. Surely they have something. They're just afraid to cast it into my unopened mana. Or my open mana. Why can't I talk today? If they have a 2-mana spell that punishes me for doing this here, then that's fine. Okay, they did not. And we just drew a... Yeah, this gets blue, just not untapped blue. That's a Force of Will. Yeah, let's just get Lutri in hand. I think Lutri is just going to be Force of Will fodder here, which is not the greatest. Hopefully they play something else. That's fine. I have a Get Lost. They haven't played a single creature. Hopefully they just untap. I'm sorry, hopefully they just uptick and hit nothing, and then I can just untap and Get Lost it. What are they naming? Don't name Time Walk. Please do not name Time Walk. I don't see any red in their mana, and I guess the Jetmir's Garden's red, but okay, they named Treasure Cruise. And they missed. And that's a lot of green creatures out of nowhere all of a sudden, which doesn't make me happy. I think I'm supposed to play around a Mana Leak and play the Frog first, but they probably have removal. Especially after all this. Let's just play the Get Lost on the Tamiyo. Why does it say resolve? I'm not in full control mode. That's weird. And then let's play Retrofitter. Retrofitter was a good draw. Alright, they haven't done anything yet. Now we can start doing things with our mana. They probably have removal, at least one, I would imagine. Oh, they're using it right now. March. I think that's fine. I don't want to fight over that. I have a frog. That's the way I'm going to win this game. Thank you very much. And now I think we're just so far ahead that it doesn't really matter what we do. Of course, famous last words, but they have a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, we're gonna pitch that Lutri. Oh, you know what? Actually, what if their last card? They didn't have a counterspell last time. This is gonna sound weird, but I'm actually gonna force pitching the Consult. And if they have a counterspell, I get to just Lutri my Force. That seems great. Okay, they didn't. I got a little fancy there, but I think that's fine because I have the Psychic Frog in play. Oh, now we have Pup. Let's do that. Okay, I would have liked to have had more untapped blue, but activate ability. Let's roll a 6. That's a 3. Oh, they changed the die. Nice. That's cool. We get Reprieve back. I could take a turn off and get this counterspell back. Sure. Maybe we'll draw an island. We did not. Don't have another fatty. Don't have another one. We got rid of a Vaultborn and an Attract, so what else could you have? The 7/7 Titan wouldn't be the end of the world. Titan of Industry, I think is what it's called. Do they have a way to get rid of Comet? They looked at it. Bone Shards. Yep, they do. Alright. That's unfortunate. It means we're not going to win as fast, but that's okay. I think this is how I want to tap. I guess I shouldn't do that. I should definitely just attack first. Let's stop being bad, Edward. My decisions do matter, contrary to what I just said. Um, what does that look like? Yeah, let's do it like this first, actually. Let's leave the Chandra for next turn. Let's bounce a map token. We got a Thraben. That seems great. I'm not going to tap out to activate the clue if they say go with a card in hand. That seems really bad. Alright, now they can't interact on our turn. They could have, like, the Iganjo land. Okay. Chandra, uptick, stock up. And at this point, I'm probably really close to just start dumping my hand in order to kill them faster. Okay, Ragavan seems great. Daze doesn't seem fantastic. Let's take Quantum Riddler. Alright, good game. I'll see you in round 3. Alright, welcome to round 3. Okay, well, we do have blue, just not red. We have 3 black sources in the deck. And honestly, Psychic Frog being pitched to force is perfectly fine. My only hesitation is that we're on the play. Yeah, let's try it. Hopefully I just get lucky and draw some lands. Alright, let's draw a mountain. Alright, not a mountain. I'm not going to get lost that. If I had a mountain, I would have flame slashed it, but did not. Overlord. This is going to become a problem eventually. Of course, get lost can get rid of it. I'm just going to counter this. I'm sure our opponent's happy that that happened, but I think this is just going to give them too much advantage over the course of the game. Do they ever reanimate? Oh, okay, I was going to say, like, wow. Alright, can I please draw a mountain one time? Did not draw a mountain one time. I think I'm just going to put Lutri into hand then. I'm not doing anything else. I could try to scare them that I have a bunch of counter spells, but and that's maybe what I should have done. But the problem is I don't know the type of player this person is. They may not. Oh no, they do have a reanimate. Okay, I guess I should have get lost at the paradise. And this is the kind of thing I like about best of 3 is like you don't just get off. Oh, okay. Did it not hit? Oh, okay. It gets that. Okay. Yeah, I guess we just kill the Overlord now. I don't think there's upside to waiting. But I guess there's not necessarily downside either. I can't think of one. I'm sure they'll do one and then I'll be like, oh, that's right. But we'll see. It is nice that they missed. Okay, now we will do it. Hopefully, okay, I was going to say, hopefully they just play a 2-drop. They did not. That's fine. I really hope we can just rip a red source. Okay, that's a red source. I am going to reprieve their Recurring Nightmare and hope that they don't have 6 mana this turn. Currently, they only have 4. And if I can top deck another red source, then this Fiery Confluence is going to do work. I think I'm supposed to reprieve here. If they, okay, I was going to say, if I hit the Jeskai dual land, then that's fine. But I still have plateau to get. If I did, it just means I wouldn't have double red immediately. Sure. That's fine. World Spine Worm. That's going to go to the bottom. Yep. And by bottom, I mean shuffled back in. Alright, let's get a red land. I am going to get the Triome. There's no reason to get Watery Grave. Oh. Yeah, let's dash a Ragavan and not use blue mana. Let's see what we hit. Woodfall Primus. Well, that's unfortunate. Now here's the thing. Am I supposed to Flame Slash here? That doesn't stop them from casting Lily or... Actually, I guess if I Flame Slash and then Lutri, it does, right? Yeah, so... Where's the full control? There we go. Let's Flame Slash this. This lets me change the target, right? If you cast copy target or sorcery spell you control, you may choose. Okay, yes. So submit, pay, Lutri, double blue. It usually makes you select. Okay, yeah, there we go. Double blue, auto pay. It's not the way I want to do this, but it works. Copy, submit, resolve, go here, submit, resolve. And this also, yeah, so this gets, they have to top deck an untapped source for Lily, and they have to untap another creature for Recurring Nightmare, and Dryad Arbor is not in the deck, so, or not in the cube. So it's definitely not in their deck. Alright, did they draw a land? They're not immediately slamming it. I really wish the old... Oh, persist. That's gross. Okay. If they hit a bunch more lands. Swords is not a bad draw here. I think I'll just Lutri, and hopefully I can just Fiery Confluence. Hopefully they block. I doubt they will. They shouldn't. If I had triple red, I would have played the Ragavan. Okay, this seems very wrong to me, but I'm not going to complain. So, destroy an artifact, deal 2 damage, deal 1 damage. Now, if they had a way to destroy that artifact, that would counter the spell, unfortunately. But with that, I doubt it. I really do. Did they miss another land? Let's see if they cast the Delighted Halfling or not. And of course, they'll be very tempted to block with the Delighted Halfling because of the Ragavan. I just hope I can cast something off there. Oh my gosh. Alright. Oh look, all the red sources in the world. You know, balance is still a card. Let's see if we can draw a balance. Okay, they finally hit a land. I won't say nice. I don't want them to take that in a bad way. Yep. A Swords of the Plowshares would be nice because it gets around this clause because this says dies. They have Recurring Nightmare, so they're probably going to put a Trax into play here, I would imagine. And if they do, I'm probably going to scoop. That's what I would be doing. Of course, they might think that this last card's a counterspell. Now they know it's not a counterspell. And I drew a land anyways. Yep. Alright, let's see what they got. Let's see if they go for it this time. Now it's only a 50-50 chance that it's a counterspell because that instantly clicked through. I guess I should full control in case they do something else. It'll kind of make them think about it. That's fine. So again, this is giving me a little bit of a chance.
Don't overthink things.
We don't have a triple red spell. Alright, let's see what I draw. That's a balance. That's going to give them back their Vaultborn, but, I mean, what am I going to do? Yep. Alright. Nice. Alright, that's probably game then. We have a swords. Good game, opponent. I'll see you all in round 4. Alright, welcome to round 4. We have lands and spells, and we're on the play this time. This is much better. I do think that if we had a little bit better mana base there, I think we could have pulled out that win, but as it sits, we did not, and that's okay. This is a game of variance, and we don't always play optimally, and we don't always draft optimally. Alright, leading off with the Rainforest. I mean, it depends on what they play here. I would like to get this white source down. I would also like to be able to start using Retrofitter soon, and I would like to get a Gobin down. Okay, so I'm probably going to play the Gobin here while they don't have mana up. Which means I probably should have just led with the Celestial Colonnade. But if we would have gotten Thought Seized and they would have gotten rid of our Retro, I would have been kind of upset. Don't be a Collective Brutality. Please don't be a Collective Brutality. Collective Brutality taking our Swords to the Plowshares, killing our Gobin, and pitching a spell would be, or a creature would be so brutal here. Oh, so is a Soul Ring. It's one of the reasons I should have maybe taken a Suplex. Infernal Grasp, that is fine. Now we have Celestial Colonnade, which is getting slam dunked. Alright, Retrofitter, Foundry, do your work. Soul Ring is very abysmal. Greater Gargantuan will be annoying. Okay, that's not the end of the world. That's going to get Flame Slash with a discard a card. I can just discard the Grim Lavamancer. This is assuming I draw a blue or a red source, of course. This doesn't have Trample, so... Okay, I did draw a red source. Yeah, because I don't want it to flip. Of course, I could stock up. But I'm not. I'm just going to Flame Slash, and then I'll discard Grim Lavamancer, honestly. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave Retrofitter down. Or activation up, I mean. And I might just make another 1/1 non-flyer, like another servo specifically. It uses my mana a little bit better, and it still leaves up swords. That part's not really relevant, but oh. Well, that's a Sentinel. If they activate the map now, I will swords it in response, because I'm going to want to get rid of it regardless. Okay. I think you're supposed to activate... I guess not around a days. Never mind. That's probably fine how they did it. Yep, let's swords in response. That'll counter the map. Luckily, our opponent seems to be a fair style deck, which I'm all for. Oh, now we have a reprieve. Yeah, I think I'll keep the reprieve up. I probably do want to make a servo or a Thopter eventually, though. And honestly, I can make a 4/4 right now, so that's probably what I'm going to do. And if I'm going to do that, I'll obviously wait till the end of turn, of course. But oh, reprieve. Reprieve currently stops that because they don't have another black source. Okay, that gets us another land. I don't hate that. Nadu. Okay. Nadu unfortunately resolves. Oh, wow. And yeah, let's see if they want to block. I don't think they should, but okay, they do not. That's good for them. Imagine if they blocked here. It's probably going to be a Bargoyf soon. Bargoyf's a 5/6. That's brutal. It's too bad I don't have a time twister effect. Okay, land is not the worst, because now I can do 2 to untap. And just blanket. And I also threaten Colonnade if they want to attack with the Nadu. I mean, if they have removal, they have removal. Okay, they just missed it? Or they have chip damage? Sheoldred, okay. Well, that is annoying. Especially when we draw a Quantum Riddler. And our Swords is in the yard. I don't know how many... We don't have a whole lot of ways left to kill this Sheoldred. Get Lost would be a good one. Let's stock up first. Balance is a way to kill the Sheoldred. Balance land. We'd have to go down on lands again. But then we can Quantum... No. I definitely want the balance. And I'll take the force as well, I guess. Oh, man. Yeah, let's just say go here. I can let them hit with Bargoyf and double block the Sheoldred. Because Sheoldred is kind of annoying me here. Okay, they do not. Baleful Strix is fine. Let's draw. I'm just going to play it as a 4/6. Okay, there's a Get Lost. Let's Get Lost this now. They could have a reanimate spell, but I also don't want them to be able to do anything else. No attacks. I'm also not afraid to just block down the Bargoyf with the Riddler and the 4/4. If I need to. I don't want to, but if I need to. And then if I can untap without suffering too much more, I'll be very happy. Okay, they got another blue. Are they going to put this on the Baleful? Oh, they'll put it on the Boroglyph. I don't think I agree with that. Okay, they do another land. I don't hate that. Hopefully just another land. A Scythe Cat Cub. You know, I don't hate that either, actually. Scythe Cat Cub does have trample, though, so I do need to be mindful of that. But that's something I can just throw a bunch of creatures onto and then balance it to clean up. They did play the island this turn, I believe, so they're not playing that other land. Oh, Toxic Deluge. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Think I just wanted balance here? I don't have enough to colonnade post balance, so I'll just do these two. Six lands to keep. Did have to sack a plains, oh well. And I will keep up my mana and my hardcast Force of Will. Our opponent should know that something is up because of the Lutri is still out there. I think because we got rid of the balance, I'm supposed to kill this Trampler. If that didn't trample, I don't care. Oh, a Thraben? Yeah, we'll take that. Now we could even put Lutri in hand. Our opponent didn't play a land, even though we countered their landfall. Maybe they have more landfall stuff. I'm not going to crack a clue. I'd rather just get another creature in play and start winning. Our opponent may just have a bunch of removal in hand. Or just more lands that they're refusing to play. They're already shown that they're refusing to play one. Oh, an Oculus. Okay, well, let's attack first. And then this is lethal if they don't interact. And keep in mind, I can double daze. So I have effectively a Spell Pierce. That is fine, unfortunately. Do I just make another 2/2 maybe? Actually, I could just Lutri. What does Lutri look like? Yeah, Lutri is lethal, but so is Colonnade. So let's just make another 1/1. Okay, good game. I'll see you next round. Welcome to round 5. Alright, well, we have Reprieve mana, we have Daze mana, we have Quantum Riddler mana. This all seems great. And we're on the play. Yes, please. We're keep. Let's go ahead and put this into play Shocked. Or not Shocked, I'm sorry. I said that opposite of what I wanted. I keep doing that. Alright, tapped. I doubt we're going to want a Daze here. Okay, good. I didn't even have to have the option. That's even better. I could have Quantum Riddlered there. But I think I'm also just like Reprieving maybe. Oh, I'll just Daze that. That is the upside to not playing Quantum Riddler. In case they have a draw 7, which I doubt, I will play the Mountain. This could come back to bite me, but it would be nice to have all my colors, but of course I don't have blue and black. Yeah, we're going to Reprieve that. I don't want to reprieve it when it comes back down, obviously, and they may not have a land. Okay, they did have a land. We might be playing the mirror match. Let's see what Quantum Riddler gets us. Play the retro. Say go. Hopefully they use up their turn to Quantum Riddler again. Okay. Am I willing to give up a land? I think I'm willing to give up a land drop to balance. Is that too aggressive? That's probably too aggressive. Let's just leave up Retrofitter. Probably put Lutri in hand because I can't do anything else. Like I can't use it. I can't use Retrofitter twice this turn. Opponent thinking maybe they have a consult the star charts. They do have the double blue to kick it, and they chose not to Quantum Riddler. Oh, just flashing in a subtlety. That's fine. Sure. That plays into our balance a little bit better. Also, something I didn't say in the deck tech, I didn't mention that Prismatic Ending can actually tap for 4 different colors. Okay. Prismatic Ending does deal with that.
Are you certain of your decision?
Oh, I almost did this the opposite way I wanted to. There we go. I doubt they attack. Yeah, I was going to say because of the servo. Oh, now I have Counterspell up. Oh, no, I have another island hiding over here. That's good. So white, red, black, blue?
I have let my friends down.
No attacks. End turn. Now I can make a 1/1 if I don't counterspell, and then I can make a 4/4 and start beating past the subtlety. You know, because this hits both halves, I think I will counterspell this. Our opponent clearly is missing on mana. Oh, a mana tithe? Okay, that's embarrassing. At this stage, getting mana tithe is embarrassing. It's funny, I normally always try to play around it, and the one time I'm like, they don't have mana tithe. Like, that's when it gets you every time. But at least now I could probably just play my own Quantum Riddler. I think I do want to fetch first. Let's just play the Quantum and attack for 1. Oh, no, the Stifle's not in the queue. Oh, that's what they're doing. That's fine. Flame Slash, okay. Attack for 1. In turn, I can make a 1/1 end of turn. They do kind of have free rate. Oh, okay. I assume that they're going to play another Quantum Riddler. Oh, currency converter. That's a shame because of our balance. Oh, that's brutal. I'm honestly surprised they didn't just slam Quantum Riddler. Okay, Soul Guide. That's actually a pain in the ass because of Abhorrent. Or aberrant, however you want to say it. Aberrant's probably the correct way. Yeah, that's actually really annoying for us. But I doubt they crack it to exile my yard until it's too late. But I still got to get some cards in there, of course. Oh, maybe it's doing that because of the loot tree. Maybe they fixed the coding on that, or at least I'm not aware of the coding. It's just attack. And let's just end the turn. They probably draw and discard. That's fine. Yep. All right. Luckily, we still have loot tree, so we can still sword something twice. Oh. They must really want to play something for 6 mana, or have 6 mana worth of plays this turn, because Quantum Riddler, sorry. Otawara is really good at dealing with a 4/4 right now. Not to mention it would interact with the currency converter pretty favorably as well. Let's sack this, make a 4/4. Untap, make a 2/2. I don't know why I said make a 2/2. Make a 1/1 is what I meant to say. Okay. Well, there's the Oculus we can't currently cast. But after a couple more cards, then maybe we can. It's going to take 5. Okay. I'm very curious as to why they're not playing the 4/6 or doing anything else with their mana. Yes, I could have counterspells in my hand. I am fully aware of that. Okay, they did just crack it to draw a card like I suspected. But I feel like that's not strong enough. I mean, they're gonna lose to this retrofitter. Like right now, yeah, like even the Soul Ring, like this doesn't matter right now. Of course it could. Surely they'll play the 4/6 now. Okay. I could wait for Lutri, but I'd rather just kill this now in case they draw a counterspell. And if they do have a counterspell, I get to Lutri it anyways, so it's kind of guaranteed to resolve there. And they only get to draw 1, which is also nice. Okay, they can make a 2/2. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, well, that's what we get, I guess. Does make another 2/2. Another 1/1, I mean. 2 mana to make another 1/1. I think that's what I do, because it adds more damage to the board. And then I can just sack the one that they block. And if they block the 4/4, then that's fine too. Oh. That does... Oh no, I can do the Aberrant now because the push. Yeah, I'm gonna go to combat. And then maybe next turn we can hit with the Ragavan. Because they'll just block the Ragavan this turn, so there's not a huge reason to play it. And maybe they don't have another spell to put under the currency converter later. That seems like a win for us. And now they're going to make a 2/2. I'll sack the one that they block. And then I'll play an Abhorrent Oculus. Can we not do that, please? Thank you. Sack, make a 1/1. This card is just so strong. Yep. They take 2. And I am playing into a board sweeper here. But I think that's fine. It's probably not fine, but I'm going to cast this while I can. If this didn't require me to do the thing, as the kids say these days, I would probably not do... Oh, no. That's bad. Sure. Maybe it gets bounced. Maybe it gets bounced. What does this do? Starting with you, each player chooses up to one permanent with mana value 3 or greater. Okay, so I should flash this in, is what that's saying. Because I'd rather just kill the Lutri. Wait. Oh. Okay. I misunderstood. Oops. Completely blew that one. Hopefully it doesn't cost me the game. Opponent having Soul Ring and Mox Sapphire. Very nice. Hopefully it doesn't matter. I doubt the attack. Yep. I could be putting this on the Ragavan, but I'd have to hit twice, and I couldn't attack with it this turn. Thraben, I'm going to get rid of. I think it's the same as playing it and drawing a card. And I'm just going to keep the Ragavan, I think, in hand. Let's see what they decide to do. That makes the most sense. I'm not going to play the Ragavan post-combat in case they have a Wrath effect. And yes, I'm aware that they have a Colonnade of their own. Their last card, or maybe they're just filtering. Of course, we won't know if it's their last card that they're discarding or not. Okay, that's a good one to discard. It's another 2/2. So we both draw 3 cards. Okay. Nice. I can get lost their Colonnade if it comes to that. I need to read what Mayhem does as soon as possible. Let's make a 4/4. Let's untap. And honestly, let's just make another 2/2. Or, shoot, 2 mana for a 1/1. I don't know why I keep saying a 2/2. Okay, now we have stock up. I think I want to do that first. Let's see, is this forced blocks? It's forced blocks, actually, but they have 2 things in the air. What does Mayhem do? I need to read this. Mayhem, you may cast a card from your graveyard for its Mayhem cost if you discarded it this turn. Oh, okay. Interesting. I think we'll just lead with... a stock up. Maybe find a counter spell and something else, like a Forcible would be nice. Okay, we found a Teferi. I don't hate that. And then Consult the Star Charge, which is basic. That's literally double Demonic Tutor, so yeah. Let's Teferi. Should I go to combat first? Yeah, let's go to combat first. Yep, if they want to animate their colonnade, I'll probably just get lost it. I need to see what their yard is. Their yard does have a swords and a get lost, but I'm not scared of that. That's fine. And then now I can Jace bounce.
Sorry I'm late. Trust me, I have a plan.
Let's end the turn. And I will be consulting the star charts. That does find Force of Will, unless I'm mistaken. I believe Force of Will has not been accounted for this game. Okay, this has Summoning Sickness. That's actually very nice to know. Yep. Okay, another land. I am getting close to getting milled out by like a random brain freeze. Sure. I'm just gonna, I guess, make a 1/1, or do I just let Teferi die? I want to make a 1/1 because I can consult for like one consult, and that finds me Force of Will, and then I can pitch Gobin. Let's go to blocks. And then let's untap. Which is probably wrong here, but if I get too punished, then it is what it is. This could be a red herring that they care about the Teferi, of course. But this also made them waste 5 mana. Is this a time warp? That would be brutal. Oh, okay. That's not the end of the world. I can attack them for 4. Oh, they're just dead, right?
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Good games, opponent. Good games. I'll see you next round. All right, welcome to round 6. Well, this is our usual, we don't have blue mana, but I have a reprieve and a comet, and we're on the draw. If I was on the play, I don't know if I would keep this, but we also have balance if things get out of hand, so I am going to keep, but this is basically a 6-card hand, which is basically a 5-card hand, because these two are just going to be very hard to cast from here. But I think a combination of reprieve and comet are going to be strong enough, hopefully. Yep, our opponent having the good old Mox. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, at least we can... Actually, I don't think... If they don't crack it now... Oh, is that... Okay, at least it was a mountain. And there's our island right on time. What do I do here? I think I lead with island, because if we find second island, we can at least have counterspell. But I guess I have reprieve with the planes up anyways, so... Not the end of the world. We are going to take some hits. Hopefully they don't cast something insane. Okay. Not the worst hits, not the best hits. Keep in mind, I am only playing 16 lands, which I'm not saying is nearly enough for this deck, but I wanted to play all my spells, so here we are. Oh. Okay, well that's a little bit better. I can Force of Will pitch and counterspell. The Thalia is going to be annoying, of course, but... And I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to hit counterspell with this, and not the abhorrent. Alright, now they have to play something. And then honestly, the balance making me discard cards isn't even the end of the world. I do think I'm supposed to wait one more turn. I would really like to draw another land. Oh, okay. Well, I don't mind discarding that to balance if I need to. I'm not going to play it here. I'd rather just keep up reprieve. I'm going to be taking a little bit more damage, but again, not the end of the world. Yep, and then that'll make them play the Ocelot Pride. Oh, nice. And we got the mountain. Yep. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? Balancing now makes me discard 3 cards, but it makes them get rid of a land. I don't think that matters for them getting rid of a land, so I'm going to play my mountain. Unfortunately, I didn't have another white. But this is the world we live in. Okay, now let's balance. I have to get rid of 2 cards. I wonder if Abhorrent's supposed to be one of them. And maybe keep the ending. But I don't know how much Staff of the Storyteller is going to impact afterwards. So maybe I'm supposed to discard Abhorrent and Prismatic Ending. With value 2 or less. I'll discard the Thraben Inspector, I think. Oh no! I did it opposite. Oh no. Oh man, that's so bad for me. That is so incredibly bad for me. I wanted to keep those cards, not the other way around. Oh, that is horrible. Well, our opponent's probably laughing at me, but that's fine. Oh man, imagine if I just played a Comet right there. Like, this game might just be over depending on what they play here. Like, yeah, they have this Abandoned Air Temple, but oh man, Comet's just... Yeah, I think Comet would have just won me this game. I don't think Flay's just killing a Comet. Okay, that is kind of rough. But that's fine. They have... Oh, they can flash it back. I guess I'm saving Prismatic Ending for that. Yeah, I completely threw this game. That is so bad. Yep. And I would have Aberrant around as well. Well... I'm going to kill the Adeline. Which means I don't have anything for the Flage. And Flage is going to kill the Inspector, so I might as well attack. I could wait to kill the Flage, but then I'm just taking so much damage. Yeah, I like the way I navigated this until I discarded the wrong cards. Yep. Alright, let's draw Swords or Bust. I guess this is still fine. I should do it like this. Okay. Good game. Yeah, I completely punted that, and I apologize. I'll see you next round. Hello, sorry, I was, I guess, so tilted from that loss I forgot to hit record. Here... I think I'm supposed to just lead Flooded Strand and then maybe play Gobin next turn or Ragavan. I don't think playing Ragavan is great against a green deck. They're very likely to have a blocker. And if I show Ragavan and they have a blocker, they're definitely going to play a blocker. Okay. That's fine. Hopefully they can't make it too big. But this is going to get my Jeskai land. That'll also give me double red for Fiery Confluence. Okay, well, definitely glad I got a blue source. think I just want to Gobin. Actually, no, I guess I have no more lies. Yeah, the plateau gives me no more lies. I think I'm okay with no more lies. And then assuming they hopefully don't have a fetch land here. That okay, and of course they always do. That's brutal. I think it's like companioned when you have Scythecat Cub that you just have to have the fetch land to go with it. Okay, well that's unfortunate because it means they're probably not playing something significant this turn, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm just gonna normalize this specifically just to use my mana, unfortunately. I don't think that that's necessarily correct, but oh, okay, that was nice. Hopefully they don't have like an Uvenwald oddity. And hopefully I draw a land. Okay, I did draw a land. That's great. Now I can Fiery Confluence and maybe kill 2 things. Hopefully they like replay that and not a fetch land and like a Birds of Paradise or something. Yep. All right, play something else small. Okay. They did not. If they don't fetch and or if they don't play a land before playing something else, then Fiery Confluence can wrath their board. I think that's worth not playing anything for. Depending on what our opponent does, this could come back to bite me, but instant speed Fiery Confluence could be very nice. Speaking of which, now if they play the fetch, yeah, that's very annoying because now, that's so annoying. They can save one of them. They probably save Scythecat Cub. That's brutal. Yep. Let's kill the swords, and they should fetch to pump the Rana map. Yeah, Rana map was definitely a creature I did not want them to get, because that lets them fetch land again, which just completely ruins our play that we lined up.
This might be a bad idea.
But at least now we have a retrofitter to block the Rana map. And we can still have Fiery Confluence up, or am I supposed to just play Ragavan? I could just basically... This is really tough for me. It didn't work out last turn. It's not guaranteed to work out this turn. Let's play the Gobin. And we'll pass. I really hope that they can't deal with the servo token so that we can block the Rana map this turn. Yep. Opponent also seems to be thinking. Going to combat. Okay. Let's make a token. Now, of course, if I didn't play the Gobin... no, I didn't have the mana to untap. Never mind. Let's block here. Now, I could bounce the Rana map. Depending on what they do, I could bounce the Rana map, but that'll kill the Teferi. They have to have something here, right? They have 6 mana, 5 cards in hand. Like, surely, like, maybe one of them's a land, 2 of them a land. I doubt all 5 of them are a land. Okay, is this a Atali? Atali would be great because that means they just get a 7/7 because of the way Teferi works. So looking at my Gobin, I mean, I don't want them to have a 7/7, but oh, Ugin. Oh no,
Hardly my worst defeat. Fate blows
that's
its eye
that's probably
to
game.
end to this conflict.
I don't think I'm beating an Ugin. If this could hit Planeswalkers like it used
I
to,
will the essence of this world.
yeah. I don't even know. I guess it's literally get lost. A Terra Sunder from off their deck would do it, but they just played it. I mean, that's a Comet. I guess I'm discarding Grim. And if I can get them to 12, I mean, Fiery Confluence Lutri is not the end of the world. All right, let's just roll some 6s. That's not a 6, but at least it's some more dorks. That might do something. Probably not. Yep, draw a card. Hopefully they don't have any more colorless cards.
Insight is vital to success.
Well, they're not just slamming. If we can untap with Comet, I feel a lot better. That's going to immediately eat a chump block. I assume they have a follow-up creature because, okay, that's literally, oh, I guess it's colorless to kill the Comet. Okay. Yeah, that's what that does. I was going to say, it literally does nothing, but with Ugin, it does everything. That's so brutal. And they have Wasteland to blow up the Rogram. Okay. And they have that every turn now. Alright, well. Mox Emerald. At this point, a counterspell I can't keep. I have to keep the Fiery Confluence. Let's play the Mox Emerald. Let's get Lutri into hand, and let's hopefully just keep getting them closer and closer to... Oh, I can flip this? To a 3/3, which makes it a 5/5, I guess. Okay, that's not nothing. If I can just get them within 12 and double Fiery Confluence, that would be an insane win. They're going to go to 16. I have 4 in play. Please don't have another colorless card. I can't imagine they have too many. Sentinel's a blocker, unfortunately. Yep, map token the Rana map for maximum damage. That makes sense. Oh, that's a good one. Alright, that might kill me. Yeah, Sentinel was a great draw for them because I think they might be dead otherwise. Because I have 18 in my hand / on board right now. because I can flip. So that's 6, and then plus 12 is 18. That's incredible that this blocker is going to keep me from winning this game. They have a lot of redundancy. I'll give them that. Yep, that makes sense. Yep. Not attacking. Interesting. Is balance gone? No. Not that I necessarily want to balance, but probably going to get rid of the Ragavan because this thing has vigilance. Okay, at least I can get rid of the Sentinel. I can technically get rid of both. But then I don't have 12 out of nowhere for Fiery Confluence, which I think I value a little bit more. I don't know what they're thinking about other than Wasteland, but you should generally wait to go to your turn to Wasteland because you get more information. Okay. They either agree or they were thinking about something else. Yep.
The wise heed my advice.
At least if they cast a big thing, I can reprieve it. And then maybe I can even draw a Get Lost. They are so close to dead. It's too bad I don't have that Chain Lightning in my deck. Imagine if I did. Opponent in the tank. I guess they tap their Wasteland, so yeah, I can reprieve like this. Abhorrent. Okay. Now, can I flip this and deal lethal? That I might have just won this game. Because they've already used Ugin. Wait, why can't I flip this? Oh, activate only as a sorcery. Oh no. I don't have enough then, right? So okay, so I can cast this. That only gives me 3. That's 7, 8, 9. That's 15. So no, I can't. I'm supposed to flip this now. I can. They will have this to come down, but I don't think it gives trample, does it? No. I'm 1 mana away from winning this game. After all that. All right. Let's end the turn. Hopefully just tap out for an 8/8 again. If they have any colorless spells, they can kill me here. But then I mean, kill like my board. But I still have the 2/2 face down. That's colorless, and they're at 12. So if they don't gain life, they're just dead to Fiery Confluence if they don't kill me. Man, 1 mana short. That Wasteland really mattered. That would be incredible. Maybe they're considering making colorless mana so they can do the 8 mana play and something else. Okay. If they don't kill me.
Absolute understanding. Use absolute.
Sure. Getting rid of the Abhorrent, maybe? Oh, no. Oh, no, that means they can't make the 8/8, though. That's fine. That actually sets them to 10, so they're even more dead.
Mine is the power
Sure.
of eons. One step in the stratagem.
Okay. Let's see if they have anything. And they can't Wasteland me off of Lutri Fiery Confluence. Okay. I was hoping that they would just pass the turn. Okay. I wonder how many cards, like how many hands kill our opponent from here. I am just going to block. This game is not about permanents in play anymore. Maybe they don't have anything else to play. Sure. What are they doing? Sure. Take me to 8. Okay. We might have just done this. Let's full control. Done. Red, red, white, green. Yep. And good games. Yep. Awesome. Epic game. I'm so glad we took that. That was epic. That was absolutely epic. I'll see you next round. Welcome to round 8. That was an incredible game. My heart is still pumping. Um, wish I had a Steam Vince. I really do. Yeah, we're gonna keep, and I'm okay. Good, they just did that. That's fine. I think I want to lead with Ragavan, and then that way I don't have to keep recasting it, and I am perfectly okay with pitching Days to Force of Will, depending on what they do. But yeah, if I had Steam Vince, this would just be easy peasy. Oh, do they have nothing? They have something. We shall see. Either way, I'm going to play a Flooded Strand because if I can get away with Days, then that would be great. Like if they have like Snapcaster Mage for the block, they do not. Alright, well our opponent might be in danger then, because now we have Days and Force of Will back up, and I don't plan on coming off of it. Tap out for something. Okay, I don't care about that. Alright. I still have the treasure, so I will go ahead and sack this. I may just get the Watery Grave. Let's see what they do. Okay, still nothing. Maybe Thoughtseize off the top? No. How much do I care about that? Not a whole lot. I'll just play the island. I can cycle the Ragrum Triome. I don't care about Talisman of Dominance. I was considering Fiery Confluencing. If I had one more mana, I would. Because I would just kill this and do 2 damage to them. And set them back on mana. Because it's unlikely that I get to Daze something now, but I still have the Force of Will. Is Ragavan just going to run away with the game? Because we're okay with that. Oh. Now we have Comet. Yeah, let's see what they do before... Okay, just taking the Ragavan. They probably just have, like, mono counter spells. In which case, honestly... I'm okay with just chilling. I'm not even discarding to hand size. This does feel kind of evil. Okay, they needed another white. What is this for? Oh, Teferi? I'll hardcast the Force. And then I hope they have Counterspell back up, because then I get to just Daze. And I'll just pick up the island. Come on, have Mana Drain or Counterspell. That's fine. Oh, this is going to be nasty. They're gonna put Force of Will back on top of my deck. That is so gross. Yeah, let's play the retro. And now they know I have the Force of Will again. Which is honestly just really disgusting. Skull Clamp, okay. Let's see if they can do anything with it. A Balance. That kills the Ragavan and makes me discard a card. Resolves. I'll discard the Fiery Confluence. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I, Alright, yeah, I'm choosing the cards to keep. Do I care about Quantum Riddler? I could kill 2 of their artifacts. Yeah, I'll discard that. And then I can still, make a dork, so that's fine. They probably have a counter spell. But I think now is the best time to play Comet, and if I have to pitch Quantum Riddler, that's fine. I could have also used up all my treasures to put Lutri in hand. 3 gets back a Daze. It also just gets back a Ragavan. I'm going to play around the mana leak that I think that they have. Because they did pause on that. And then I'll just cast the Ragavan next turn. Oh, okay, they have double red now. Or I guess they already had double red. Let's see what this is. This is an Urza. I am not interested in Urza. Alright, let's see what Comet does. Remember, squirrels have haste. Let's dash this Ragavan. Let's see what we hit. An Aether Spellbomb. I'm okay with that. This doesn't go to my yard, so I still can't cast this Aberrant, but that's fine. Next turn, they are in a lot of danger. They have a lot of things they need to deal with, and not a lot of time. All right, good game. I'll see you next round. All right, welcome to the 9th and final round. We are on the play. We have a Retrofitter and a Daze and a Comet. We're going to keep. Sadly, we don't have a Ragavan anymore with Force of Will back up, but, you know, Retrofitter, if we're playing against another blue deck, we'll do some work as long as they don't have Thieving Skydiver. Let's get that Retrofitter out there. We have Daze, which is great. Hopefully they just go Fetch Land Go or, like, Tap Land Go. Oh, they have Library Go. That's not great for us. All right, well. I do think Gobin is actually a better play than just making a 1/1. This can get big, and it can also help find us mana for Comet. I will say the downside to Library is that it uses their mana, so it makes it more likely that this Daze is going to impact the game. I would like to get this Colonnade down, and I really hope to rip a Mountain in the next 2 draws. Okay, tap land go. I guess next 3 draws because of the Gobin. Okay, getting rid of an Entomb. That's interesting. No more lies. That's a good draw if I get an untapped white source here. It means I cannot cast the... if I get rid of Watery Grave, it means I cannot cast the Frog. But it's like, do I get rid of Comet? I mean, that can't be right. I think I just get rid of the Watery Grave, unfortunately. It doesn't feel good, but I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, hopefully we hit a red source. I don't mind Comet post board either. Just hopefully we don't roll a 3. I said post board. I meant post combat. If this was an untapped white, I would have gotten rid of the Colonnade. I don't think Colonnade's going to matter this game. I also thought I was going to lose to the Ugin deck, but here we are. Moving forward. Oh, no. Wait, what does this hit? Oh, they have the Archon. Okay, well, guess what? We have... Do I just make the thing? They don't have blue yet, so I think I'm just going to Daze, like hard casting Daze. And then, okay, we did not hit a red source, but I'm going to discard this Chandra. Okay, we did hit the red source now. Still going to discard the Chandra, but I'm going to leave up No More Lies, I think. Because if I don't need the No More Lies, then I still have Retrofitter. I just don't want to tap out and then, you know, they have another Reanimate spell. Hopefully we can either, like, runner land, or... I don't know. I don't even know if I want to runner land. It's just really awkward. I do know if I draw Frog, it's getting discarded immediately. Demonic Tutor, eh? That's fine. I want to counter the thing the Demonic Tutor for. Of course, if they're Demonic Tutoring for a land, which is very much so a play, that's fine. It really is. The Demonic Tutor for like Mana Crypt or Soul Ring, that might be a little bit more weird. Ah, okay. Well, I'm glad I waited. Now that's gone as well, and I still get to make a dork. Man, imagine about like a Soul Guide Lantern. Alright, well now I don't have a reason to hold anything up. Oh. Do I stock up first, or do I Comet? They've used 2 Reanimate spells, and honestly it's not the end of the world that they even get that into play, so let's Comet. And then next turn I could stock up for Force Blue card. Alright, let's hit something big. I don't even care if it's a 3 at this point because the No More Lies. Okay, that's gonna choose a creature or player. Okay, that's gonna hit them, and then I want to attack. Hopefully I draw... If I draw Forcible, I'm pitching the... Oh, okay, that's fine. I was going to say I'm pitching the swords. Do they have a 3rd Reanimate spell? I don't think they would, because Demonic Tutor was used for that last one. I would assume that it got Reanimate. Psychic Frog. Okay, we have a swords for that, but I am going to probably stock up first. No, that's so brutal. Alright, well, I'm going to get rid of the stock up because that's technically not a thing yet, and swords is a thing, so we want to keep our things. Let's see what this bad boy does first, because if I can get No More Lies or something, I may keep it. Okay, no, just dorks. I don't think I'm supposed to just let them hit me. And if they exile stuff out of the yard, then I can swords. Like when they go to combat, because that means they're not Croaksying. And remember, I can make a 4/4 as well with this mana. After making a 1/1 to block. So this actually isn't even the end of the world. Force of Will. Okay, so now I get rid of Consult and then put Lutri in my hand. And just leave up swords. And then just block with the 1/1 flyer, if they even jump. And if they do Croxa, which I think they're 1 card short, then I'll just discard the Lutri. Because that means they're probably not playing anything else. I did just now notice that they do have an island in there. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Of course they have an island. They have a freaking Sacker Frog in play. Alright, well, better lucky than good, folks. Marvel Man 123, what you thinking about? Looks like they have 6 cards, so they should definitely go to combat if they want to try to use library. Of course, I don't think it's gonna work, but who knows? Because I will just basically sack my serve. Oh, discard. Okay, sure. Oh, now they can Croxa, but then they can't jump. Sure. Oh, remand. Nice. Sure. They're going for Croxa and jump maybe. I mean, they still need a red or a black land to get back the Croxa. They only have 2 cards left. Okay, that's fine. Do I play around the removal or do I play around a counter spell? I guess I should play around. I guess it's the same, but one keeps swords in my hand because I have force. Okay, we got the block. Great. And again, if they have Croxa, I can just pitch the Lutri. It's fine. I do think that if our opponent was going to do all this, they should have jumped first. They had plenty. They had 5 cards in their yard. Okay, good game. Well, that's another 7-0. I think that's back-to-back 7-0 drafts. So let's keep them going. I'll see you in the outro. All right. Well, we did it. 7-2 with a pretty big punt in there. In one of those loss columns. I don't know how this deck 7-2'd. I don't think it's a bad deck, but I guess when you have enough counter spells and something to protect, like that Ragavan game, I know we had a Psychic Frog game that mattered. Gobin into the Lutri Fiery Confluence to beat an Ugin that was on the board for like 4 turns, maybe more. Yeah, that was incredible. Also, like I said in the draft, that Force of Will, that's why we took it second after that Bloodstained Mire. I think this card is not to be underestimated at all. Just having that 0 mana interaction is just so nice. So Comet even got some action in there. We didn't roll any 6s, but I do think it's cool that they changed the D20 to a D6 visually. That's really cool. Good job, team. Teferi got in there a little bit. Aberrant didn't really do much, but that's fine. I still think it's a solid card, and I would love to draft it again. That's really all I have to say about this. This was just removal and random good cards. And the Psychic Frog was fine. The Watery Grave, I wish we had another black source, but I don't think it ever came up to punish us. I think us not having our main colors came up more, like not having enough blue sources came up more than anything else. But either way, it was a fun draft. Hopefully our next one, we get to do some more broken things. I'll see you next time. Have a good night.